Hello Designsters! So today I'm going to show you how you can quickly make a background of your own in Designsta. I'm going to show you how I put together this simple star background and it's also, I've removed the background from it so it's transparent. You can use it again and put a colour behind it. Okay, so I will just delete what I've got there so I can start from scratch. I'll show you first of all how I take off the background. So if you go over to product, you'll see down here it says background color. So normally when you click on a template it's white like that, but if you want to make the background transparent, you'd go back product, background color, and then just click this cross and you will see it appears as a grey checkered background. That means it's transparent. So when you download your design as a PNG, it will just be the images that you place on top of the template. You won't have a white background behind it. Okay, so I'm going to just use this little star which is in the shapes folder in Designsta. I'm just going to make it smaller. So you can upload an image if you've got elements of your own that you would like to use, or you can pick any element from the art folder or the album folder in fact. So you want to make it as small as possible though, in order to, because I'm going to show you the technique to just copy and paste it to get them evenly spaced. So we're going to start with this star which is really small, and then go to this copy and paste icon over here, and then we're just going to click it lots of times. So you see we're copying loads of these little stars. Then I'm going to drag the cursor over the top of them all and select them all, and then go up to the align panel here and select middle align, which is then going to send them all to the middle. Okay, if you want to do some more, then just keep copying them and then select them all again. Oops. And send them to the middle. Okay. So we've got a nice row of stars copied there. I can just select them all. Right, so they're quite close together. I'll just make them a bit smaller so we can see them all on the screen. Okay. So they're quite close together. If you're happy with them like that, you can leave them like that, and then what I'm going to do is select them all and then copy another row, which I would then move to sit in between. So you see, I'll just zoom in to show you. So you've got the top row, and then you'd move the bottom row so that the star is in between the two stars above. Do you see? So it makes this like zigzag kind of effect. And if you wanted them further spaced apart, what you can do is just go into the original line of stars and then select every other one like this, and then hit delete. So you've got stars that are further spaced apart, and you could do every other two if you wanted them even further spaced apart. Okay, so that's going to do for now. So I'm going to group that together using the group icon over here. So we've got one row of stars. Then I'm going to just copy them. So you see that that has automatically jumped down. So you can just move it so that you're happy with where it sits. So it's in the middle of the two. And I'm going to select them both, group them, and copy another row. So this is the bit where I'm just going to be using my eye to sort of line them up. You can check afterwards, but at the moment I'm just sort of guessing. So I'm just going to do my best to get them as close as possible lined, so that the spacing, you want the spacing to be as equal as you can possibly get it between these gaps, sorry. Okay, I'm just going to copy another section. Just keep repeating like that until I'll just zoom out so I can grab them all. I've got a little stray one over there, I'll just get rid of that. So select them all, group them, and move them up there. And there you can see, it'll just, so I would drag that off the page so that I've got them all evenly. And you can, if I ungroup this, and you see you've got all the sections, you can use this middle align option to make sure that they're all lined up along the edges, they're all lined up in the middle of the page. And then the only thing that you really need to check is the spacing between your stars. So what I would suggest for that is to draw a box. I might need to zoom in a little bit for this. So we'll draw a box, this old handy trick again, and then just down one column to check. So you want to check that that is the same spacing. And if it's not, you can move it up a little bit. So sit it under that star and then make sure this star touches the bottom of whatever element you're using. I'm using stars, you might be using something completely different. Heart or flower or whatever, dots, you might be making a polka dot background, so you could just do this just to check if you're not 100% sure that you can do it from sight, which probably not many people can, so always best to check. This bit takes a little while, but if you want to get it perfect, it's worth doing. This might be a background that you're going to use consistently throughout your brand, so it's definitely worth getting the measurements right. Okay, so I'm sure you get what I'm doing there. So I'm just going through and measuring the spacing between it all. And then once you've done that, just delete that box. You'll see you've got your background, and then all you would do is save it and download it as a PNG. And then each time you create a design in Designsta, you can upload it as a PNG and put it at the background. So because I've already made this background transparent, what we can do here is you could draw a background. Say I wanted to have a pink background to go behind my purple stars. And go to the layers panel and you just send it to the back. Oh, it would help if I'd grouped all of those stars together, because now I've got them as individual lines of stars. But you can see where I'm going with this, so you can have a different coloured background behind the stars because you've made the background transparent. Okay, so have fun playing around with that. I would love to see some of your backgrounds being shared in the group if you want to have a go and come and show us how you've got on with it. Thanks for watching. Bye!